Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rhea Peterson. How's it going? Today we have got all the things: cleaning, decluttering and organizing, cooking, just lots of things happening, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. I've got some areas in my house that are just kind of getting really cluttered and I want to take care of it. And I'm also I still have to do like the normal mom stuff, like wiping down the kitchen and, feeding my children. So that is what we're gonna do today, and I am excited to get it all done. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rhea Peterson and I upload multiple times a week on like organizing, cleaning and decluttering, mom life, food. That's a big one for me and I'm excited for you to be here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up and let's get started. Okay, we are starting off in my boys' closet. It is surprisingly close to back to school. We're like halfway through the summer already, which I cannot believe, and my children are growing like weeds, and normally I'm really behind on it. I get frazzled and then I order a lot of wrong sizes, but this year you don't get that Rhea. You get proactive and organized Rhea. So I am going to go through all of their clothes and see what's still in good condition, what still is going to work. My youngest son I'm not as worried about. My oldest son, he is 10 and he is growing like crazy, and I feel like anytime I order any clothes for him, they are either too small or too big. I cannot find a happy medium, and then I'm just right under the wire right before school starts. So I'm gonna stay on top of it this year. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of go through their drawers, pull out anything really tattered, and then kind of just make a list of what sizes we're low on, what categories of clothing we're low on, and just kind of get an idea of what I'm gonna need for the school year, because sales are gonna start popping up. I'm already getting like notifications on my phone about like school supplies, and I was at Costco and they had Halloween decorations and Christmas bows and watermelons and camping gear. Like it was a lot to take in, but it was a good reminder that time never stops. So I am going to get a bag for any donation clothes, and I'm going to get a piece of paper and a pen so that I can write everything down, and then just get started. So I apologize for the angle. You can't even really see what I'm doing, but I keep bins of spare clothes, like different sizes, in the kids' closet just up on the shelf. And so I've pulled those down and I'm kind of sorting through what is there and just getting things kind of reorganized, pulling out things that like I know for sure neither of my kids are going to wear, or at least neither of my boys are going to wear, and then kind of working through to see what I can pull out for Callum, what's going to finally fit Hugo, and just kind of trying to get it organized and also kind of remind my brain, because these kids are growing like crazy and I never know, do I have a size? Do I not have a size? And it's just a lot. So that is what we're doing, and I'm just going to have notes in my phone and my iPad. It all syncs together so that I can always reference it to make sure that I know what I am looking for. But now it is time to go through their drawers, basically do the same thing, and then reassess and see what I might need. I've been looking for this sock. I'm just keeping right now a record of what their current sizes are and just kind of things that they're low on my iPad, and then everything syncs in the cloud, and so I can reference it on my computer, on my phone, on my iPad. It's awesome. Okay, there is a method to my madness. It all makes sense to me. We got a bunch of cloves from our neighbor a while ago, like over a year ago, and a lot of it was just way too big for Hugo, but I knew he'd eventually grow into it. Excuse me. So I pulled out that stuff. It's been in the bin for a while, so I'm going to wash it. And then I forgot just how many t-shirts there were, all the same size and like every color of one style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash all of them, and then I'll just have Hugo go through and pick out the ones that he likes, and then we'll donate the ones that he doesn't.
But I really like the Christmas ones.
Yes, and then we have all of our Christmas pajamas from over the years.
Yeah, I'm going to wear them for update tonight.
Well, they're going to stay in the bin for a minute. It's not quite time to wear those yet.
Oh, I have to get more bigger to wear those.
Yep. So this is all stuff that will fit Callum, but won't yet. And I've got a couple more things that I pulled out of his drawer that are too small that I can just donate. And then that's it. I only found like one thing that is really, I don't want to just donate. It's got a hole in it, like it's a little tattered, so I'm going to donate to like a textiles drive. So I guess I'm going to get a load of laundry started, and yeah. So if you're someone that's seen Friends, this reference will make sense to you. If not, spoiler alert, there's this episode where the friends want to look in this closet that's in Monica's apartment, and she doesn't want anybody to look in it. And they finally see what's inside, and it's a mess. And this is that closet. I've mentioned before in a number of videos that I do have ADHD. But I also really like things clean and organized. Like, there's a lot of stereotypes that go with ADHD, but I really think that, we all have similarities, but it manifests differently for different people. And for me, I get overwhelmed, and there's just a spot where I put the things that overwhelm me, and I'll come back to it later. And that oftentimes is this closet. So I'm finally addressing the closet, and I'm getting it done. One of the things that I try to do to sort of help myself with ADHD is kind of know my limits and give myself grace, but I also try to schedule in time to address these areas. And this closet had been kind of in the back of my brain and getting louder and louder and louder. And I knew, okay, I can schedule this. Like, this isn't going to break me now. I'm going to take care of the closet. And so I'm addressing the closet, and these things never take as long as I think they're going to take, and getting it all done, I always feel really awesome afterwards. So finally, like, taking care of all of the holiday decorations that just kind of get thrown back in there after each holiday. I knew that I wanted to use my vacuum bags the day I got them on these pillows, but I've had them for like 2 months now, and I'm finally getting to it. Just little things. And there's this I don't know if it's a metaphor, I'm not sure the right word, but it's this thing about spoons, and you only have so many spoons in the day. And with ADHD, a lot of the time you're out of spoons before the day is over. And so if I put things off thinking I'll do it after the kids go to bed, it's not going to get done, because I am out of spoons by the end of the day, regardless of what I've been doing, what I had scheduled, what I didn't have scheduled. Just by the end of the day, even with just the social interactions with my children, I'm tired and I'm done. So I know that I need to take advantage of the time where I am at my peak during the day and do the things that are bothering me, that have been overwhelming, that I can spare some spoons for, and just get it done. So I don't know about you, but it is hard to deal with, but it can actually be really rewarding learning how to
combat these things.
You mentally available to help me remember something right now? Zucchini, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, and chicken sausages.
Zucchini, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, chicken sausage. What do you think you're allowed?
Apples. It's just because it's gonna get into dinner time and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to make for dinner. And I'm gonna be like, I know I thought of something, but I can't remember what it is. But I'm currently tangled in America and I can't leave my spot.
It also helps to have someone like Connor who will help me remember things like my idea for dinner. And when he asks, when do you need to know it by? And I reply, apples, he understands me. He's the best. I didn't want to leave my spot because honestly, I was worried that I was going to lose momentum and not finish it. And I was determined to get those things detangled or untangled and get these things into bags. I'm sorting each holiday into Ziploc bags. I've said before, I keep the holidays, aside from Christmas, really, really simple. Just a few things that I can fit in bags. Easter is a little heavier, but it was really nice to finally just get this stuff sorted into bags so I can just grab the bag for the holiday, put the stuff out, rinse and repeat. So it feels really, really good to finally have this done. I've been combating these bins for years and it just finally came together and I just zeroed in on it, got it done, and I was so happy with the results.
Someone true like you are, 'cause all you need is somebody, so all you need is someone true like you are. Someone like you. Yeah, I just need someone like you. Someone like you. Yeah, I just need someone like you. Someone like you.
I had some 3M hooks left over from when I did the laundry room, and these wreaths have just kind of been in the way, falling off, and I had a brain blast and remembered those hooks. So I threw a hook up on the wall, hung up my flag and my Easter wreath, and now I don't have to worry about them falling and getting destroyed anymore, which has always been a worry. So I'm almost done with the understairs closet though, and it is so refreshing to be able to open this and not feel like frustrated. It just looks really good. Everything is placed in order of like when I might need it, and it's just really nice to have that all organized. So getting those two like organizing projects were just a wonderful thing to finish, and so we decided to go on a little adventure after that.
Taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I want further in under your skin. Wanna leave a mark. So
it always blows my mind how talented people are. Those were so amazing. It was all chalk art in a town nearby, and it was so fun to just kind of drop everything and go see it, and the kids really enjoyed it. But when we got home, of course, they were all requesting frappuccinos, and frappuccinos are very expensive. So I just started making them at home. It's just ice, milk, and then I put flavoring in. Today was strawberry, and just blend it all up. The kids loved it. Add some whipped cream and a little bit of chocolate drizzle. Chocolate strawberry, baby. It was delicious. It was very fun. But it was time to start dinner, and if you remember, I gave my list to Connor for my idea, and he knew immediately when we got home the stuff that I needed out. So he started gathering all that stuff while I was making the Frappuccino. And because my kids are my kids, he also got some Dino Buddies going just as backup, because it was one of those days where we just wanted everybody to end it on a high note. So we were going to make sure that there was something that everybody liked. But now you get to see it in action. The dinner that I listed to Connor, I only made a few adjustments. I did not end up adding the tomatoes, and I ended up adding onion in. But other than that, it's pretty much everything I said on that list. And with garlic, salt, and pepper, I used the frozen Dorot cubes for extra convenience. This all came together really, really fast, and it was really delicious. I just ended up putting some of the Bachan's barbecue, like yuzu barbecue. I'll link it in the description and you'll see it later, but I just put that on for a little bit of extra like flavor and sauce, and it was so delicious. But as I mentioned, things kind of live in the back of my head and get louder and louder. We also had some bananas that were starting to get old, and so I knew that if I didn't make banana bread while I was motivated to do it, I risked ending up having to throw away those bananas. So I just jumped right in and started making banana bread. I woke up this morning, like the morning that I made this video, thinking I need to use those bananas. And I'm really glad that I followed through, because it also made breakfast the next day really, really convenient. But while everybody ate dinner, or at least while dinner was finishing up and we were getting everything together to eat dinner, I threw together this banana bread, and I managed to get it in the oven right when we needed to sit down to dinner and let it bake while we cleaned up. I forgot, I also added in some baby potatoes that I had in my fridge that I needed to use up as well. This was a good day of just getting it taken care of. I used up a lot of the produce that needed to be used up. I took care of the tasks that I'd been putting off, and I saved the bananas before it was too late. It was a good day for getting things done. But we are done with dinner. The bread is still baking. My kids thought that it would be ready like right after dinner, and I kept having to remind them, no, it's for a yummy breakfast in the morning. And there were mixed feelings about it, but it was worth the wait in the morning. And they got to be there when I took it out of the oven so they could smell it all warm and delicious. But everybody helped clean up a little bit, and then Connor took the kids upstairs to get them started on the bedtime routine while I stayed downstairs and just finished up getting the dishes done. If I go upstairs and do the bedtime routine, I likely am not going to come back downstairs to do the rest of the stuff. And so I just said, I'm going to finish this while you take the kids upstairs, Connor. And that was what we agreed on. So I am just quickly getting the dishes all washed up, and then I'll start wiping everything down and cleaning up the floors so that it's all nice and tidy by bedtime. Well, I am nearly done. Stay tuned for the banana bread. It'll be out very shortly. But otherwise, a lot was accomplished today. I was able to do a lot of the things that were just kind of on my list that were kind of bugging me, like the kids' clothes and the understairs closet. And it feels really good to have those things done and taken care of so that I can move my mental capacity onto something else. And it also felt really good to make a good dinner and to have things cleaned up. This does not happen every night. I don't clean up like this every single night, but I try to prioritize it as much as my spoons will allow so that the next morning I'm not overwhelmed by the mess. So I'm really glad that I just leaned into the momentum and I'm able to just chill. The banana bread is almost ready. I am just closing things down, but thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. If you're not already, please hit that subscribe button. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye.
I don't want it before.